Hello to you, Tesla. Well, companies probably you're used to using every single day. Facebook, Google, Twitter, eBay, depending where you are with your life, Match.com, who knows. These are big companies. They are some of the companies that will be affected by these new proposals. So what exactly are we talking? Well, let's dive into some of the details, shall we? This is a proposal that has been unanimously adopted by the French Senate today. It covers companies that have a revenue of more than 750 million euros, at least 25 million of that has to be generated in France, which would then mean they are effectively going to be affected by this 3% tax rate. The French say this will eventually raise about 400 million euros this year. They say, and they argue, that this will be used to deal with social inequalities and building a new society, as well as building the issues across society, dealing with those issues, but also redressing the balance which the French have said exists between companies who make a lot of money in France, but don't, in their view, pay a fair share of tax. Let's not forget the issue of big companies paying their tax was one of the key demands, key concerns that got many of the Gilets jaunes out on the streets in the first place. However, America, quick to jump in. Actually, before this was adopted today, a warning from America that they would be seeking some sort of retaliation came yesterday. But let's have a look at the United States have actually said. They have said, we are very concerned that this tax will affect American companies disproportionately. They are considering using measures which could see retaliatory tariffs. I got a very strong response from the French finance minister today who said, you can watch the full clip on Euronews, really strong stuff here, saying, I profoundly believe allies can sort out issues without responding to threats, saying it's the first time in history, the history of US-French relations, that the United States has tried to be so combative, reminding them that France is sovereign. So what's the wider reaction been? Well, let's bring you up some people like Johanny here. He is Finnish. He sees this as a bad move, saying it's an attack on Western values of free trade. Other people, though, like Paul in the UK, he says, you know what? I'm with the French on this one. It's about time these companies, global companies, he calls them, pay their fair share. Either way, you've then got some people like Lionel Laurent here. He's an opinion writer for Bloomberg, saying that the Trump administration going after France here, the wrong approach. And let's not forget, this feeds into a wider picture of the Trump administration in very combative trade relations, trade discussions with former foes, as well as now seemingly allies as well.